What's going on? Artavius Sterling here again today with my boy Logan Dew.
What's up, guys?
Checking in with y'all. Here to talk about some college football week 3 and also some NFL football week 2.
Let's do it.
And maybe even talk about our fantasy teams as well.
Definitely talking about some fantasy football.
We're starting first. We're going to start with this Washington State-Houston game.
Great game on Friday night. Did you watch it?
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, I got to watch a little bit of it, too. It was funny because I listened to those Pardon My Take guys, and they were talking about, they talked to both coaches on their podcast, and they said, let's not punt at all. And I don't even know. Dude, how many punts did they have in that game? Let's look it up right quick. Box score. I bet it was, what do you think, less than 10?
Just checking the box score on this Washington State-Houston
Less than
game.
10, possibly? Let's see if the Pardon My Take boys got 7 punts. Oh, see, I'm disappointed in that. I thought they would do better than that. 7 punts. It was a good game, though. Those are 2 pretty decent teams, honestly.
Those are 2
Washington
good
State,
teams.
they're fun to watch.
Houston-
Did you see that play by Washington State?
Which one?
The wide receiver snapped it.
Yeah.
That was so crazy.
I heard they got penalized for that as well.
Yeah, they did. I think it's because he moved the ball. I had a snap infraction or 2 in high school, though.
Okay.
So
He did play. I played with him in high school. He did
Yeah.
play center. I was his left guard, left tackle, whatever they
Boy, they
needed
know
me
the
for.
plays. That was the only reason. You could be in the league right now.
Oh
You're sitting on the
man!
plays.
Starting with this second game, the my Florida Gators,
That's all I hear all day. Gators from this
my
way.
Florida Gators versus the Kentucky Wildcats. Man, they came out ready to play. I was nervous the whole game. Sitting at the edge of my seat, I was like, not back to back. They ain't beat us back to back. I think they said it's been a minute. I was like, not back to back to Kentucky, please. We did have a gruesome injury to Franks during that game. Prayers out to him. Hopefully everything goes good. Speedy recovery. Kyle Trask did come in.
Hey, look good.
He did.
Gotta win. I mean, that's what you
Got
gotta
to.
do. If you're a top 10 team in the country,
You gotta
week
keep
by week, if you want to stay in the top 10 for it to matter later in the season, you gotta win. You can't lose. It's college football. You just can't lose.
Yeah,
You know.
you're right. No matter how
We
you
talked
get
about
it.
that earlier. It was like y'all staying relevant in the top 10 is going to be huge, like for when those big games come up. So big win for Florida this week.
You're right.
Especially, what was it in the second half? Outscored 19 unanswered in the fourth. Wow.
I like it. Trask, you know what I'm saying, man? Trask came in there.
Good game.
He played a pretty good game. Van Jefferson, who I like, I said on my other podcast, Van Jefferson, Trayvon Grimes, you got to get those guys the ball. I mean, you see what he had, 7 receptions, 93 yards. That's a pretty big day.
35
2
passes for Sawyer Smith.
2 different quarterbacks. Yeah, Sawyer Smith, man, that
That's
Kentucky.
tough for Kentucky losing their quarterback, man. I honestly thought. I mean, I think they're in the right direction, honestly. I think Stoops is kind of the
Stoops,
guy
right?
there. He looks good. He's building a program.
That's what-
Facilities upgrading from what I've read. But, I mean, Kentucky's on the come up. It really sucks for Terry Wilson to go down like that, bro. It really does. But hopefully the Gamecocks can beat them this year. Hopefully. We will
Huge
see.
Gamecocks fan here.
Unfortunately.
Sawyer Smith did come in and play a great game. I'm not sure what's his class, where he came from. He did have a pretty good game. I was pretty impressed by him. Never heard of him. Well, I was pretty impressed. He came in, had a good game. Couple touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, 35 passes.
It's a good amount of passes. Completed a good percentage of them, honestly. More than Cam did on Friday or Thursday.
Damn, the Bucks.
Whew.
We'll get to NFL a little later, but the Bucks beat the Panthers on Thursday. I actually had I thought the Panthers would easily win that one, but I think the weather played a little part into it, so
We
talk
can skip
about
past
that.
that game. I'll be.
We'll get to that a little later. Next up, we got the Clemson Tigers.
Clemson look good again.
Always versus Syracuse Orange.
Team that's given them trouble the past 2 years in a row. They went up to Syracuse.
And just beat them by 35.
Dino Babers. I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at this box score right now, and I see a lot of zeros. So. Looks like Clemson's defense is exactly what it was last year, just dominant. Probably can win them every game on their schedule this year from here on out. So
Trevor Lawrence continued to do what he does. 3 touchdowns, almost
it
400
is.
yards.
You know what
passing.
is interesting though? I was thinking at the beginning of the year, like one of my dark horses for the Heisman would kind of be ETN.
ETN.
And then like it looked great after week 1.
Week
but
1.
like at this point, it's like
These past couple
last
weeks.
week he didn't really get crazy touches.
Yeah.
They were giving that other
Past
fella
14 touches.
carries this
I just
week.
think
I mean,
that,
look what he does with the 14 carries too. 76 yards. That's great. I mean, that's a good. I mean, I guess they just don't need him. You know?
Right.
Sadly, I mean,
when your defense is playing this good, Trevor Lawrence throwing the ball all over the place.
rest your star running back. Why not?
Right.
You're gonna need him for the playoffs.
Yep, you're gonna need him for the end of the year. Them big games. But you know, this comes with defensive coordinator just tuning in to him probably.
Anything on Syracuse? Bad loss last week.
Bad loss.
Smoke this week.
Yeah, it's just. I'm not sure. I thought they were going in the right direction. Yeah,
I think that quarterback loss is
Quarterback
going to be
team.
huge all year.
But I mean, that's going to happen in college. Every year is going to be
Every
new
time.
players. So you got to recruit better
QB
guys.
turnover is just you never know.
Yeah.
You know, like y'all's game, backup comes in, you win it. You never know. Syracuse starting the season with their new quarterback, not looking so hot.
Not looking hot at all for the Orange. Now we have the Alabama-South Carolina game, 47-23. It was close going into the second. I mean, it was 14-10 after the first quarter.
No points in the second quarter. It's just-
No points in the
I was
second
there.
quarter.
I was there firsthand.
He was there.
Alabama is
in
bigger,
Columbia.
they're stronger, and they're faster. Those two slant routes, I mean, dude, I watched it from
Harris?
up there in the upper deck, and I was just like,
Najee Harris.
it was gone. 4th and 2, touchdown. I mean, honestly, thoughts on the game for me. Helinski didn't look bad. Defense not developing anywhere like it should be. Offensive line, their offensive line just kind of ate on us. How many? Oh no.
Tua had 5 touchdowns.
I hate to do this, but I gotta do it. I
400
gotta look.
yards.
I know he had a career high
checking the box
passing day.
score.
I gotta see how many times they ran the ball. Yeah, see, they only ran the ball 25 times. They could have just absolutely.
Only 25.
I don't know, man. We stopped the run
For
decently
76
considering
yards.
this Bama.
Averaging 3 yards a pop, Alabama.
Yeah.
They were past.
They were playing this dude a lot, Keelan Robinson. I had a Alabama fan right beside me, so.
He's probably hearing it
We
all
bought tickets
day.
on the way down, though. It was fun. Let me say, though, Willie B was electric yesterday. It was a good time. It was a really good time. Got to tailgate at the Cockaboos, bro.
How was it?
Oh, yeah. That's a good time, for sure.
Rico Dowdle had 100
He had a
yards
really good game,
on
dude.
12 carries.
I thought we should have gave him the ball
8.5
more.
average.
Honestly, Brian Edwards, no touchdown, 9 catches, though.
9 catches, 79
Yeah,
yards. I
I'll
like
take
it.
that.
Back to back good
Nick
weeks.
Muse looked
Josh
decent.
Smith.
I mean, for the Gamecocks. But for the Alabama, I mean, honestly, they tackle well. Really well. Special teams, I mean, they could pin you deep every time they kick the ball off. I swear. They kicked it off to our 10, or our, like right at our goal line. Twice yesterday, and we were down inside the 10 both times. I mean,
I'm actually looking at Alabama's receivers. Man, they were
some of
136,
those
8 catches.
Judy didn't even kill us.
Yeah, Judy only had 6 for 68 yards. Najee Harris had more than those guys. Man, that's a pass happy offense. Nick Saban's pass happy now.
Nick said it's not.
Whoever
10 years
thought we'd
ago.
say that?
He's like, we getting this dub this week, boys.
Nick Saban. The next game, Georgia against Arkansas State. Not really much to talk
Only
about.
notable
there.
in that game is Georgia covered. Hope you took it. That's an easy one. 33 points. I mean, they're playing Arkansas State.
If you're betting,
They did do the pink out thing. You saw that?
I did see
The
that.
wife of Arkansas State's coach.
Yeah,
right?
I did see that.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty
See, that's
cool.
why sports are awesome.
Brings us
They
all
will
together.
always be awesome.
That's awesome. LSU, they played Northwestern State. I
We
don't
play Bama and they play Northwestern State.
I don't know.
Makes sense. They played Texas last week. We'll give them a break.
65-14.
Smoked them.
Smoked them.
Joe Burrow. Let's see, what was it?
Joe
Joe Burrow, he might be putting together a Heisman campaign. Maybe.
Maybe.
Looking good on national TV last week. Couple big games later on. I played Bama, played Auburn. Got to play all of the big boys in the West. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Joe Burrow,
Still.
I mean, building a kid. What year is he? Click on his name right quick. Was he a sophomore?
He's a transfer from Ohio State, so
So he could be a junior.
I think he might
Senior.
yeah, he's a
Senior year. Uh-oh.
So you're approved?
This April.
This
Where do
year?
we see Joe Burrow go? We shall see.
I think he's still got to be tested throughout the year. I mean, that Texas game was a test, but feel like they kind of had it in hand the whole time.
Unless you might have a
Justin
quarterback,
Jefferson.
folks. Could be dangerous. Because the defense is always going to be there.
Always.
Jalen
Hurts is
Another multi.
that's my Heisman front runner right now. Jalen Hurts.
150 yards on the ground.
48-14. They blew out UCLA.
Take it easy on
UCLA
Chip
0-3.
Kelly.
Take it easy on Chip Kelly for real, man.
Chip Kelly.
Chip, what's going on?
Bud.
It's gonna take some time, but I mean, I think Jalen Hurts is on a mission this year. I really do.
He won't Bama. I mean, there's only one. I mean, they're gonna clash at some point, first or second round of the playoff.
You're right.
We'll just see.
I
don't know, man. I can't. One game I'm ready for is Oklahoma, Texas. That's one of my favorite games of the year.
Sam Ehlinger versus Jalen Hurts. I still like
Like a big game.
Jalen Hurts. 289 yards, 3 passing touchdowns.
Look at the ground yardage, bro.
14 carries, 150, and 1 touch. Man, people would be screaming for their running back to have a day like this.
He looks great.
That's crazy.
Fields in Ohio
Justin
State.
Fields also.
Awesome
He's going off, and J.K. Dobbins, that man is 22 carries, 193 yards, and a tutty. 51-10 on Indiana. I mean, I think those teams are. I think it's set to be what? Clemson, Alabama, Oklahoma, Ohio State.
I think Ohio State gets in. I mean, their schedule's just too easy.
Two in their
Of course,
favor.
there is always some late game of the year.
There's gonna be adversity. Somebody's gonna lose. Somebody's
New
gonna
coach,
lose.
though. We'll see.
All these teams aren't going undefeated. It just don't happen.
So it sounds like nobody in the top 10 played anybody.
Yeah, nobody in the top 10 really played any guys that are gonna. Notre
Top
Dame,
10, no losses.
Yeah,
Good week for them. That's always big.
good week.
Texas, big bounce back win over Rice. 0-3 Rice.
0-3 Rice. Utah blew out Idaho State, of course. Penn State.
Close game. Really
Close one. I didn't get to watch this game.
Pittsburgh kind of got blown out by Virginia at home. And then you see them go into Penn State and lose by 7. Then score again. Then score in this. Man, look how boring Big Ten football is.
Right? Look at
7 points in the second half? What? Come on, Big Ten. We want to see the ball score.
Yeah. But Pitt's quarterback threw the ball 51 times for 372 yards. No touchdowns. I don't know what.
That boy needs some eyes.
Kazir Mack, wide receiver, 12 catches for 125 yards.
PPR, big time.
PPR, he's in, pick him up in your PPR league when he gets to the league. Oregon played nobody. 35-3 against Montana. A&M played Lamar.
Big bounce back win.
So hopefully next week we get a better slate of games. Oh well, Arizona State did upset. Did they go into East Lansing?
Yeah.
They went into East
Right into
Lansing
East Lansing and walked
and
out.
upset the Michigan State.
Big win. Big win
Spartans.
for Herman. Is that 3-0, Herm?
Herm's
Herm,
3-0.
had a boy. Got him at
3-0.
3-0.
He did some recruiting. Probably got that defense. I saw a stat
It's only
this
the
morning.
second year, though, right?
I think it is only the second year. I saw some stat this morning though. I think Arizona State is the only team to give up 7 3-point games. Every team they played only had scored 7 points.
Hey. Defense
So
there and
hey,
Arizona
defense
State.
wins championship. They say Iowa beat Iowa State by 18-7. Iowa's 3-0.
Did not cover, though, folks. Did not cover.
For all you betting people, guys, they did not cover. So you're probably sick about that.
All the
Waking
other
up this
degenerates,
morning.
They know. They know they didn't cover. That delay, I know they were watching for a long time on their phone.
Hey, y'all got whole Sunday though to get it all back with
Oh,
NFL
yeah.
coming up.
How many parlays can you do?
Maryland, they got upset. I thought Maryland was looking kind of good after blowing out.
I mean, they put up almost 70 in 2, what is it, 140
Back-to-back
points in
weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah. And they put up 72 and then like 69. Then
Just landed on them.
Yeah. And then Temple came and edged it out. 3-point win. 3-point win for the Temple Owls.
Temple 2-0.
Yeah, Temple they are 2-0.
Look
Maryland
good.
2-1.
277 yards, 3 touchdowns. Running back looked good for Maryland.
Not too bad.
26 carries, run the ball. I love it.
Nice. Boise State.
At home on the blue. Probably wearing blue.
Like they were
What'd they
wearing
wear?
orange.
They were orange.
Boise
Okay.
State switching it up. I like it. I like that orange.
Well, they don't use their
Remind me of
cheap
my
blue on
Gators.
blue. versus Portland State.
But their quarterback, Hank Bachmaker,
He's good.
Bachmeyer,
Freshman, I think.
he's a freshman?
Yeah, he's good.
Played pretty good. They blew out Portland State. Everybody knows they were going to win. Actually picked Washington in this game, 52-20 against Hawaii.
Okay. Freshman, yeah, he's a beast.
Bachmeyer is a freshman. Just confirmed that on ESPN.com.
Good old ESPN. Virginia? Oh, we gotta talk Virginia for our boy. Washington smoked Hawaii.
Washington smoked Hawaii. I picked Washington.
If Hawaii's not on the island, just I don't know. They might not win. There's a high chance.
BYU upset USC.
Yeah.
Southern
JT
Cal.
Daniels being I mean,
The
season
backup
could
isn't
get bad
bad.
for USC. If they're losing games to BYU, who battle with Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee is kind of struggling.
USC, I hope not, but
Hope not for USC's sake, but
look at Tyson Williams,
Close
old
game.
former Gamecock at BYU, getting some yardage of carries.
Okay.
19 carries, 99 yards. Tyson Williams. Look at him. I like to see that though. You know,
yeah.
situations like that where I mean, you're seeing you put in your time, everything. Transfer portals, like that's what it should be used for. You know,
Shouldn't be
Stuff like
used
that.
just because you get beat out for a starting job
Yeah.
and you
It's just
feel
Justin Fields looking at
salty a type of way. I'm not looking at Justin Fields any type of way. I'm just saying in general. He might be looking at you though. And the last game, top 25, Virginia barely beat Florida State.
Shout out Coda.
Shout out to Dakota Bowser, one of our good
Go
friends. 31-24,
Looking good.
Perkins.
Rocco Mendenhall got Virginia 3-0.
3-0.
Big game coming up in 2 weeks versus Notre Dame. Can they do it? Start out the season 5-0. Virginia might be headed to play closer.
Headed to play Clemson in the ACC.
Maybe.
That'll be a big one.
Great. It was a great Saturday of football though.
It was a great Saturday of football.
I hate I didn't get to watch a ton of it, but looking back at these scores, I mean,
It wasn't too much
a
you missed.
couple upsets. Temple over Maryland. I mean, Michigan State lost. USC lost. So we'll see a shake up in the 25 this week. So
Nothing in the 10, top
all right.
10.
Final though. Florida up. They go up or down. They stay.
Florida?
Yeah. We talked about it earlier.
With the polls, man, they'll probably drop us a little bit.
Drop
because
him
we
a little
struggled.
bit. He gonna be hurt.
I ain't hurt because as long as we keep winning, Kyle Trask, whoever it is, Emory Jones, prayers up for Franks. We're going to move on, though, to NFL Week 2.
Let's go.
I'm pumped about NFL. I
That's
don't
the
know why
game
more
today.
people aren't
So
talking about
basically,
NFL.
We gonna make our predictions, and then
We might talk
we might even do a little gambling element. We're kind of thinking about it because let's
Why
be
not?
honest, gambling's fun.
Y'all, we know y'all betting.
We know y'all betting.
Yeah.
We know y'all submit.
We
some
bet,
bets.
used to bet, still betting active. So we might even talk about our fantasy football teams as well. But we're gonna start with the 1 o'clock games today.
Let's go.
Cardinals, Ravens. I'm going Ravens. That defense, Lamar Jackson. I got the Ravens.
Ravens big.
Ravens.
Oh wait.
I like Kyler Murray though. I do like Kyler Murray. I like the Ravens
I
though.
like Kyler Murray too. Hold up.
I think
Click
he's-
on that game right quick.
I think he's picking up the.
Arizona's defense didn't look awful last week, but Kyler's really gonna have a test this week with that Baltimore defense.
I think Kyler though. I like Kyler.
I hope Baltimore just does
Larry Fitz
exactly
is still,
what they did last week. Let Lamar be Lamar. You know?
right?
Let Lamar be Lamar.
Because he can throw the ball, he can run the ball. He's got all.
The
He's got
kid's
it all.
ridiculously talented.
He's got it
Let
all.
Lamar be Lamar.
Quit trying to play that man. He ain't
If
just.
he don't want to run it, don't run it.
He ain't
Throw
just
it
a
deep.
running back. He's a quarterback. Kyler Murray though, I like him. Struggled first half last week. Got it together. Started finding Larry Fitz.
Slung the pill around all day. A lot of throws for the kid. A lot of throws.
I think he's still looking up the line for that game.
I got you. I think it's 12.5 from what I looked at earlier. 13 points now. Ooh.
Moving up.
Over under 45.5. I don't know. Would you touch that game? 13-point line.
If I would just take. I'd
Cardinals
go
are
Ravens.
on the road.
I'd go Ravens.
Ravens minus 13.
I don't know, minus 13. I just like the Ravens straight up if you can do it that way. Next 1 o'clock game, we got the Chargers Lions. I got the Chargers in this one. I like the Chargers.
Philip Rivers, he think he got him a running back. Sorry, Melvin Gordon.
I think Eckler.
Sorry, Melvin Gordon.
Eckler's a problem.
He was a fantasy problem for both of us last week.
Yeah, last week I got destroyed because Eckler had like 38.
I did too. He just crushed me. Eckler, I mean, he's good back there, I think.
I think they'll be perfectly
Let's
fine.
see how this Chargers defense goes today.
Let's see how
No
the Chargers
Derwin
defense.
James.
I had them last week. They gave me like 1 point.
Matt
think that was
Stafford looked
Tennessee
good last
defense.
week.
Matt Stafford did look good.
Hawkinson, we'll see what we got out of him.
Rookie
week
tight
2.
end Hawkinson looked great.
First round drafted.
Are you gonna start him this week?
We don't know. I got the same decision
You
in
got
my
a
head.
decision to make in like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Last week, my late minute decisions mattered, so
They gonna
we
matter.
shall
They
see.
matter every week.
They do matter every week.
Colts, Titans.
It's a good game. I think that'll be a really good game.
I think it's gonna be a good game too.
Who you got?
A guy in the barbershop said Colts. I was like, I think the Titans are gonna win.
We gotta write our picks down.
I'm sticking with the Titans. I have a couple of my picks circled here. If you want to write yours down as well, we can do that.
No, I'll remember it. I'll remember it based off your games this time. I just ain't got a pen and paper. I'll help you better prepared next time, folks.
He'll write it down. We'll write it down right after this. 49ers, Bengals. Bengals didn't play bad.
Wait, who'd you pick in the Colts game?
I got the Titans.
Titans?
Titans.
I'll take the Colts.
He's taking the Colts.
Let's
Just
bet.
to the Titans.
Should we bet? You want to see it on camera?
They want to see it on camera? Take
All
the
right,
bet.
live $1 bet right here. Colts.
Titans. $1 bet.
We'll see.
49ers, Bengals. Bengals didn't play bad last week. John Ross had a huge fantasy day. Andy Dalton had a pretty good day.
49ers
But-
defense wasn't bad.
49ers went bad. I think the 49ers are a better team. I like the 49ers.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a hard game. I like the 49ers.
49ers?
I kind of like what Shanahan.
I'll take the Bengals at home today.
Bengals.
He threw the ball a lot,
He
and
did.
it worked.
He's right. Jags, Texans. Jags trying to bounce back against the Chiefs because the Chiefs put it on them, 40 points. But I saw Deshaun and them on Monday against the Saints, and the defense let them down again. But I don't think the defense is going to let them down this week. I like the Texans, Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, Fuller. I like the Texans. 7?
That's a big number.
I don't know about the 7. I like the
Gardner
Texans.
Minshew, he does not look bad.
Gardner Minshew
But-
doesn't look bad.
I'm not gonna lie, Texans, they gonna play mad.
Yeah,
That was a tough loss on mine.
tough loss. I do like
They can
Gardner
score
Minshew.
that quick though too.
They can score that quick. So who
The
knows?
Jags might be better with Gardner Minshew.
I think the
So,
Jags might be better with Gardner Minshew.
That
I was
line's
thinking
kind of
the same
heavy.
thing.
That line's kind of heavy. I wouldn't touch that 7 for either team, honestly.
Well, we got the Packers, the Vikings at
There's
1
a lot of good
o'clock.
ball games.
They got some good 1 o'clock
Got
games
some
today.
good ball games.
Ooh,
Who got that one? Vikings
I picked the
are bad.
Packers against the Bears. They squeezed it out.
They did.
I don't know if I can take them against another tough defense. I think the Vikings have way more on offense. They can run the ball, but the Packers defense still looks. This is gonna be a hard game for me. I want to take the Packers, but I want to say someone's telling me to take the Vikings because
Dalvin
their
looks
defense.
good.
But the Packers defense was looking good as well.
Yeah, they were.
Dalvin Cook's looking good.
Chicago couldn't really run the ball, so it'll be interesting to see what the Vikings do.
I might have to take the Packers. I think I might go Packers that game.
I can see the Packers starting up too. No, I'll go Packers with you. I like the Packers in that one. Let's see what the line on that game is.
I'm just so hard picking against the Vikings though because the defense.
Their
Dalvin
defense
Cook.
is good.
Dalvin Cook right now is looking.
Vikings or Packers get the home 3 points, so basically I pick them.
That's a hard one, man. I ain't telling y'all what to do. I might take the Packers in that one. That's a hard one though for me.
That is tough.
That is-
There's a couple hard games week 2 because we still don't know. We still don't know a lot about these teams. Overreactions week 1. I mean,
All right.
it's hard. The NFL is crazy. I love the NFL.
It's a couple games.
So who we taking? You take the Packers?
Taking the Packers.
You taking the Packers? Kirk Cousins is just, I don't know. What's he going to do that day?
Suspicious, and the Packers defense looking
It
good.
did look good week 1.
We'll see.
Vikings look weird.
Vikings
week
run
1.
game look
Great.
fierce.
Get out of the way.
Okay,
Dalvin
Packers.
Cook's a beast.
I don't know who he's taking. Other Packers.
I think I'd take the Vikings +3 if you're going to gamble it. But Packers on the money line.
Next, Cowboys versus the Redskins. They done paid Zeke. Redskins were up big on the Eagles last week, though, like 17-20 to nothing. Ended up blowing that game. Geis is out. AP's in.
It's only 6 points, folks.
6 points.
the
Redskins
Cowboys.
always kind of play them tough. I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys, but it's going to be close. I don't know. I can see the Redskins pulling it out.
10 points at least.
Who was it? McLaren?
Cowboys by 10 at least.
McLaren, wide receiver for the Redskins, had a big fantasy day last week. 7 catches, 100+ yards, I think a touchdown.
Yeah, McLaurin. Yeah, he looked good. Terry McLaurin, first round draft pick. Or was he in the first round?
I'm not sure.
I know they
first
drafted
round,
him
but yeah,
this year. He's a
he was a
rookie.
rookie. I'm not sure what
Looked
round they
good,
took him
though.
in, but he had a huge day.
A potential
Who'd you
pick
take?
up in fantasy though, for
Who'd you
real.
take?
If he's in your sleeper.
Cowboys?
Yeah, Cowboys for sure.
Moving on. My Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Seattle Seahawks. Ooh, that's going to be hard because Seattle, they kind of played the Bengals that front
Steelers
seven.
bounce back.
I think the Steelers bounce back too.
What's the line on that?
I think it's at Heinz Field.
Steelers -4.
Steelers -4.
Seahawks did not look good last week.
They didn't look good. They were playing the Bengals
Versus the
too.
Bengals.
And the Bengals came and played, man.
But y'all didn't look good last week either.
We didn't look good, but we were the defending champs. But we still gotta get James Conner, James Washington. We gotta try to find those playmakers. Try to find those playmakers to replace the
Run
ones
the
that we
ball.
let go.
Your offensive line's still pretty good. Run the ball.
Yeah, you're right.
James Conner.
I got Steelers. I think he took the Steelers too.
Steelers.
Bills,
Steelers -4
Giants.
too. I think if you bet it, Steelers -4.
Bills, Giants. Bills edged it out against the Jets last week. Their defense is there, but I like the Giants at home. I think that was +2. What was it? -2, I think. It's very low. I think I saw that. I also saw a stat on ESPN. Something about
It's a 4 o'clock game. That's a 1 o'clock.
something about guys that lost in the first
Minus
in the
1.5.
week. -1.5. So yeah,
Bills.
Bills. I let the Giants in that one. Saquon, Evan Ingram.
Great
They're gonna
comeback
eat him
win
up.
last week for the Bills.
They're gonna eat him up.
We're gonna beat both teams in New York early. Be the Kings in New York.
Next game, I don't even think is the Pats against the Dolphins. Dolphins usually do play them well. They ain't playing them well this week. They got AB. I just saw him walk in, I think.
No Fitz magic today?
No Fitz magic.
No Fitz
whatsoever.
magic going here.
No
folks.
Josh Rosen
Patriots
magic.
look great. AB's
Yeah.
out there.
Tom Brady
Picked up James White in fantasy. I mean, it's just
Tom Brady has too many weapons.
he's got way too many weapons.
Chiefs, Raiders. The Raiders kind of play the Chiefs tough too, but
What's the line on that Patriots game? What do you take in that game? Dolphins at home and you get 18 points. What would you
get
honestly
18.
take? That's a lot of points at home for an
That is a lot of
NFL game, but
the Dolphins.
But
You saw what Lamar did to
smoked
them.
at home last week. But at home doesn't really matter for Miami. They don't pack that stadium.
It don't matter at home, away.
What is going on with football in Miami?
Neutral. Miami ain't the
Used
place.
to be the Mecca.
Hurricanes.
What?
Everything used to be. Chiefs, Raiders. I'm going Chiefs.
Chiefs big.
Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill's out.
Divisional opponents though, they do
Sean
play each
McCoy.
other tough every year. I will say that.
They do. The Raiders do play them tough. I feel
Chiefs
like.
7-point favorites. Take that. They could win that game by a touchdown, for sure.
That was actually the first 4 o'clock game as well.
Yeah.
And then a 4:25 game.
Rematch.
Rematch.
We going back.
Saints,
Throw the flag again.
Saints, Rams. It was a pass interference.
It was a pass interference.
We're gonna see. They're gonna get to play it out again today.
Saints last Monday night. I mean, how do you bounce back and go play a football game versus the Rams?
Right.
But the Rams had it close to the Panthers, so I don't know. Rams at home though. First
Rams
game
are
at
at
home.
home. Brandon Cooks plays better at home. He's on my fantasy team. Hopefully he can bounce his back. It's like 5 points last week. Need better. I want to take the Rams, but I like the Saints. I like Kamara. I like Drew Brees. I like Jared Cook. I like
all them.
I like them.
I like the Rams at home.
He likes the Rams at home.
They're good. That defense is good.
I'm taking the Saints. Who that?
What's the line on that?
I'm not sure.
Rams -1.5.
Stay away.
Take it.
Bears, Broncos.
This is my lock of the day.
Bears.
-2. The
Bears.
Broncos suck. Joe Flacco sucks.
Cortland Sutton.
Big bounce back by the Bears this week. Big bounce back.
That defense is
Feed
nasty.
Montgomery.
That boy runs
Dude's a
hard.
beast.
He runs hard. He runs with
I
some
love you,
attitude.
Mike Davis. You my
I
boy.
like it. The 8-20 game.
Prime time. Chris
Prime
Collinsworth.
game.
Boy, be looking
Chris
spiffy up there.
Collinsworth gonna be looking better than me up
Look
there.
at this play. Fresh cut for the podcast.
Eagles, Falcons. I'm taking Eagles. Falcons. I don't know what the Falcons are right now.
Stink.
I don't know. What
Can
they
we
are
please
right
have
now.
those wide receivers in Carolina? Eagles. Let's see what we got on that game. Eagles are 1-point favorites
1-point favorite.
at Atlanta.
I think Atlanta's gonna put up some points. They probably tired of getting dogged. They were just in the Super Bowl.
Eagles might have found something on offense though.
He does.
Put up a lot of points in the second half.
Sean Jackson.
A lot.
I drafted him on my fantasy team. Dropped him the same week. He goes off for 30 plus. I'm like.
You gotta love it.
Last game, Monday Night Football. Browns Jets.
Big game for